You know that glass of vino you have with a nice steak or fish? Or that bubbly drink you drink at celebrations? Making it an alcoholic beverage that goes through a very precise process that depends on climate, soil, temperature, and rainfall? Yes, wine. Wine producers have been relying on the climate for thousands of years. We can even date the history of wine back to 6000 BC in Georgia. However, as we know, wine grapes are susceptible to changes in climate. They grow in narrow, geographical and climatic ranges where temperatures during the growing season average 12 to 22 degrees. Due to global warming, this could impact the yield and quality of established wine varieties that were selected to best suit the local climate at the time of planting. To go a little bit more in depth, today we will be focusing on one specific winery called Domaine Christina that is situated in Olon, a little town in Switzerland next to the Lac Léman.
Here in Domaine Christina, lines of vineyards create geometric patterns across the landscape. Our winemakers have been carefully growing and harvesting. For example, Merlot, with its soft, velvety plum flavor, is one of the world's most popular wines. But Merlot, as we know it, is on the verge of extinction. Climate change, which has increased average global temperatures along with the frequency of severity of droughts, heat waves, and other erratic weather patterns, it's changing this very popular powerhouse of the wine. Warmer temperatures causes grapes to ripen faster, resulting in more sugars in the grape. Ultimately, it affects the alcohol content, acidity, and color of the wine. As global warming has become this global problem, scientists don't really know how long current varieties of Merlot will be able to last under these ever-changing conditions. One thing's for sure, Merlot will be the first victim of climate change amongst grape varieties in the region. Well, some wines will not be able to remain as they are. We know that. However, what we are setting up experimental labs dedicated to finding new flavors of wine that are adaptable to the changing climate. Others are experimenting with vines from other parts of the world, Italian Sangiovese to Greek Assyrtiko, that can withstand higher temperatures, to see if they can survive in this changing environment. This is on the hopes of finding a new flavor that can replace the different grape flavors, like the iconic Merlot, which is an extremely large stakeholder in the wine industry. So the question is more directed not as how will climate change wines, it is more how has it already changed wines. Well, apart from what I mentioned in regards to the experimental labs, we're all asking the same question. If we look at conservative estimates of warming in the future, Burgundy in France will likely end up on the warm upper end for Pinot Noir and Chardonnay. It doesn't remove the region from its ability to produce those wines, but it does change the wine style overall that they can produce. However, the most popular solution that winemakers have done is simply to relocate to cooler climates. For example, in Australia, the southern island state of Tasmania is rising in popularity because of its lower temperatures, being more suited for Chardonnay and Pinot Noir. As such, coupled with the changing and development of different vines, grape varieties could be tailored to be more well suited in this changing climate. With that being said, studies have shown that there are more CO2 in the soils in northern countries as opposed to southern countries. So in terms of solutions for global warming, we are limited. Therefore, if you do want to support this campaign, you can drink sustainable and organic wines.
In order for wines to be labeled or have the sustainable logo on it, they must be earth-friendly, pest management, renewable energy, and water conservation. Plus, wines made from organic grapes instead of conventional methods got a higher rating from experts such as Catena Zapata, which is actually the #1 brand of 2020, and that is originally farmed and certified sustainable.
Before I go, I forgot to mention, do support our campaign, drink sustainable wine, it is a good environment.